You're an
you
immortal.
have these amazing suits that you wear on stage.
Thank
You
you.
have this
American flag
incredible
suit, right?
style. No, but really, there's only two comics that I can think of who really dress in a spectacular way for the stage, and that's Paula and Billy Connolly, who used to have these incredible outfits. And when I interviewed him, he gave me a hard time about how I dress for the stage. And he's like, comics need to dress for the part. You don't wear regular people clothing, you know. So
I
what?
agree with that
I don't.
100%.
I
So
totally disagree.
you
You
don't.
do
So
you?
I'd like to hear what you think.
You wear regular people clothing on stage?
No.
No. So that's what
No.
he's saying.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't think it means that everybody needs to. They can if they want.
Where
and
did
they,
it start
and they
for
shouldn't
you?
if they don't
So you
want.
the t-shirt and
I think, and it's all individualized.
Right.
It doesn't.
it
you know.
is, but it's.
I don't come away from watching a show or hearing, well, I don't watch hardly any shows, but I don't go, but you had a cardigan. It doesn't.
So
you
I have
know.
people walk up to me, you know, just in Aspen the other night. I did a show. I have these beautiful handmade suits that I get. They're made for me. And before I go on, a guy came over to me and go, "You look terrific, and thank you for dressing up for the show. So many people don't do that anymore." I mean, I work with Jerry with Seinfeld.
Yeah.
We tour. We both wear beautiful suits,
Yeah.
and people really appreciate it. They really do. They think
Well, that one guy did.
no, but I think other people they feel it's a special night.
I
if
don't think you have
dress-
enough data points here to come up with. Now you're like Trump. People
It's so
love
funny
it.
that you're on the
People
other
are
side of this
saying-
argument because of the way you dress for the stage. So
I enjoy.
Have people tried to talk you out of dressing that way?
No.
Never?
where
No.
did it start? When did you start dressing like that?
Well, I had worn suits for years. And by the way, every now and then, this is a burden that women have that comics have that I think that men don't so much have, which is, for example, I did I was the first woman to do the White House Correspondents' Dinner years ago. And, I sort of excitedly look at the Washington Post the next day, hoping that they would have something positive to say. And it was just a short entry about it anyways. And half of that short entry was about what I was wearing.
Yeah.
And I don't think they do that to guys so much. And it's insulting. And in fact, I think they may have even said I was wearing a men's suit. I have, in all these years, worn one man's suit, and that is I'm going to forget the name of it. It's a tuxedo. Who's the tuxedo maker?
No idea.
Italian. I can't think. I have.
Money?
Yes, I have an Armani.
Armani?
I have an Armani tuxedo. That is the only man's suit I have ever worn. Every other one I've either bought at a woman's store or had made. And so that's weird to begin with. And who cares? I mean, who cares? But anyway, so I had been wearing suits for a while. And just I would see something I liked it. It was simple as that. And then I was making the cover for an album that I did called I Heart Jokes, Paul Tells Them in Boston. And in a fairly uncreative way, I thought, well, why don't I wear like a Minuteman outfit on the cover of the album, which I did. And I got a wardrobe person to help me do that. And we went to Western Wardrobe Warehouse, whatever it's called. Used to be over on Western, now it's in the Valley. It is amazing. It's just like blocks of a building and rows and rows of clothing from different eras and different, and they literally, inside the building, they literally have street signs. And I, of course, got lost. But anyway, so while we were working on this, I said, I've always kind of wanted to wear a zoot suit. What do you think that would be like?
Right.
So she got me one, and I put it on. It was way too boxy. It was just, it sort of swallowed me up. It was way, I didn't like how it looked. And so she said, well, you could make one. And then she starts clipping and measuring and doing.
Yeah.
And her name is, shoot, I'm going to forget her last name now. It's my friend Marilee. And Marilee Murray Walsh. And so she helped me, do that. And then we went fabric shopping and got a couple fabrics, and I love how they look. The other thing that's great is it's like dressing with garanimals. You know, it's like my uniform. I
Right.
just I put my uniform on, I go to work,
Yeah.
and I come home and I wear this, and then I sleep in this,
Mhm.
and then I take it
Yeah,
off. I take it off twice a week to shower.
By the way, you know the Armani slogan,
No,
"Your money is our money."
oh,
So,
good slogan.
yeah, it's a good. So, my family have refused, especially my one son, even when they were little, refused to go out with me because of the way I would dress. Sometimes he would go, "I'm not going to dinner with the family tonight."
It's because you wouldn't wear pants.
Well, that was part of it.
Yeah,
No,
I think your kid might have a point there.
certain hats bothered him. Certain jackets I wear. Jonathan Winters was the ultimate dresser on stage in a way. He always
I don't
wore
remember what he wore on stage.
he wore different uniforms.
Mhm.
Like he would dress like a pilot or a Navy
Oh,
commander.
I didn't know that.
Oh, it's
I-
unbelievable.
funny.
I must have
Farmer.
told you the story about when I met Jonathan in Santa Barbara, but I'll just take one snippet of it. I was trying to meet Jonathan Winters because he was a hero of mine, and no one was introducing me to him, so I took it into my own hands and I went and met him. I went to Santa Barbara to hope to meet him, and somebody told me, well, he shops at that thrift shop. Maybe they'd give you a lead. And I went to the thrift shop.
Oh, wow.
And I said, hey, I want to meet Jonathan Winters. I'm a young comedian, and I heard he lives around here somewhere and he shops here. And they said, I don't know who that is. Do you have a picture? So I went on my iPhone and I pulled up a picture of Jonathan Winters. And the guy goes, that guy's a comedian? I said, yeah. He says, you know something? He's the weirdest guy. He comes in sometimes dressed like a firefighter. He comes in
Yeah.
dressed like a plumber. Like no one knows what to make of him. Now
Okay.
I get it.
All
Like,
right.
so-
You know what? Then you're right. He is the greatest dresser.
He's unbelievable. I mean, on the Tonight Show, look at his old Tonight shows, and he's sitting there and he's dressed like a fireman or
Yeah.
plumber or something like that.
Oh, that's
never know
great.
how he's
I
gonna come
love
out.
That.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And I was,
But did you ever feel like did you ever like feel let down by his out?
no.
If
I've
he
never
had
felt
done that and he wasn't funny, then you wouldn't care.
then he'd just be crazy.
Right.
Yeah, but no.
Yeah.
I always, this is something I hate about myself, which is, if I had more money and I was really, really, really rich, I would just start dressing any way I want. You know, I would dress like a fireman. I would just walk through the streets. For some reason, I've always been attracted to that type of thing.
I have a firefighter jacket.
Then I'm going to wear it one day. I
Yeah.
think we're about the same size.
My son